pagka naubusan tayo ng matapang, they would be able to do this without any pushback. Kung ano ang gusto nilang gawin, gagawin lang nila. Kung anong gusto nilang gawin sa bansang to, gagawin lang nila. And they know that they cannot get enough votes to impeach VP Inday Sara. And so they are now preparing for a no election situation. Ang tanong ko dito, dun sa mga galit na galit sa mga Duterte, are you ready for a no election scenario? Kasi, yung mga anti-Duterte, kayo bilang mga taong walang prinsipyo, you are enjoying the show. Okay lang sa inyo na arestuhin si Bato. Kasi hindi, may kasalanan naman siya, ganyan, yung mga ganong bullshit. O, may kasalanan pala siya, ba't nyo kasuhan dito sa sarili nating bansa? Why do you not want to do anything that will strengthen our local institutions? Si Jigo Estrada, ito mga kwento-kwento lang naman sa kaparangan. Before the SONA, they're going to imprison Jinggoy Estrada. Yun ang yun daw ang gustong gawin ng BBM admin. Kita niyo naman kung sino-sino ang pinagkakasuhan ng BBM admin di ba? Cheese Escudero, binuhay yung Comelec case niya. Dismiss na yun, di ba? Dismiss na yun. Okay? Rodante Marcoleta, pinagkakakasuhan ngayon ng kung ano-ano. Okay? Bato is now on a manhunt. At dahil hindi nagkaroon ng TRO kay Bato, kasunod niyan si Senator Bongo. Actually, worried ako kay Senator Bongo. Kasi mahirapan silang hulihin si Bato Mahirapan silang hulihin si Bato. So, baka they might, ayan, hi Alvin!
Na parang nafe-feel ko lang personal conviction ko, this is going to be another martial law scenario. But I think most likely, Joey, the only way to get rid of individual is to really get rid of these individuals. Yun nga.
In the case of Cayetano, no? Kasi taga anti-Marcos talaga, hindi yung nagbago ng standing.
Hindi talaga. Hindi talaga. And basically, they will resort to the sinister way of doing things. And that to me is very alarming. Kasi, again, eventually, palagi kong sinasabi in all of the things na kung magawa nila yan sa sitting senator, kung nagawa nila yan sa former head of state na napaka-loved and adored by millions of Filipinos who actually changed the perspective of Filipinos, they can do literally anything and everything to a single private citizen.
Actually, ni-real talk ko si Patty Bao sa post niya. Kita ko timeline niya at tawang-tawa ako sa bobong narrative na pinapalabas nila. Sobrang kadiri, Kai, hello. Maraming salamat sa pang-KitKat niyo po na binigay sa akin. Ace Kekegan, Ging Forever. Ayan, at sino po ba ang mga nandyan sa Miss Joey, let's repost all the achievements of PRRD sa lahat ng socials natin. Yeah, let's do that, no? Nakaka-drain, Miss Joey, nangyayari sa Pilipinas. Well, ay nako, grabe. Grabe talaga ang nangyayari ngayon. Sino tong si Coach Ching AFP? Ayan, sino to? Charlotte Teron, si JC. Ayan, okay. Teka, JC, Coach Ying, and Charlotte. Abang lang kayo dyan, nakapit lang kayo. Nandito yung hagdan sa TikTok. So, sa mga gustong mag-join, dito kayo sa TikTok mag-join, ha? Gusto ko na mag-deactivate ng mga account ko, Miss Joey, nakaka-stress mga pangyayari ngayon. Now is not the time to give up. And wag tayong mag-iwanan dahil talagang everything is being used against, against us. Against those people who believe na mali yung mga nangyayari sa bansa. Ginagamit talaga nila lahat para para itumba for them to hold on to power. And I think little by little talaga nagkakaroon ng katotohanan yung kanilang pagnanais na yung kanilang pagnanais na magstay sa power. Ambassador Lito Banayo spoke about it, yung CONAS. Amy Marcos spoke about it. If you're going to observe the behavior of Bongbong Marcos, it looks like that he is actually laying down the foundation for a no election scenario. 'Di ba? Tayo ay nag-o-observe lang naman ng mga aksyon ng gobyerno 'di ba? Pero kung makikita mo, ganun ang trajectory ng sitwasyon. And what can we do? What can we say about it? What are the actions that we can take in order for it not to happen? Dati kasi, ang binibira nila ng bonggang-bongga si Inday Sara. 'Di ba? Si Inday Sara. If there would be any person na kakampi kay Inday Sara o sa mga Duterte, they try to 'di ba, smash them as well. Ngayon kasi, very clear yung pushback ng 13 senators. I really hope the 13 senators are going to stay solid. Kasi sila na yung sila na yung tinik ngayon ng they have to spread their resources now. Because of the 13 senators, dati, lahat ng resources ng gobyerno, ginagamit nila kay Inday Sara lang. 'Di ba? Dati kay Inday Sara lang nila ginagamit lahat ng resources ng gobyerno. Okay? Kasi hodang gamitin ang COA, kasi hodang gamitin ang mainstream media, mga trolls, kasi hodang gamitin ang mga dating kaaway nila na gawing kakampi. 'Di ba? Yung mga resources before, ay nakatutok against Inday Sara. But now, because we have 13 senators, they're spreading their resources para i-take out itong mga 13 senators na ito. Ayan. And it is really so disappointing kasi nga, itong mga nakakaraang araw, initially, okay, let us just, talk about yung, kasi yung kagaya niyan, sila Vice Ganda, sila, they are trying to make a caricature out of what is going on. And ito yung mga panawagan ko sa mga bagets, sa mga hindi nakakaalam ng totoong nangyari noong May 11 at May 13 sa Senado. I have to go back there kasi handyan yung usapin ng soberanya. Okay? Handyan yung usapin ng soberanya. I just have to go back there. If you are a college student, okay? If you are a senior high school student who's going to laugh dun sa mga jokes ni Vice Ganda about dun sa eksena ni Alan Peter Cayetano at saka ni Pia, if you are one of those na tinatawanan si Pia Cayetano dahil umiyak siya dun sa kanyang sagot dun sa privilege speech ni Risa Ontiveros, you do not know what is going on. And at this point, nandun na tayo sa punto that this government is trying to take out their big guns. The Supreme Court did not issue a protective order on Bato. Nung una, ang PNP, ang stand ng PNP, sabi nila, hindi nila i-implement ang warrant of arrest ng ICC, valid warrant of arrest lang issued by Philippine Court ang kanilang i-implementahin. Ang DOJ nagsalita, i-implement namin ang warrant. Later on, binakapan na to ng PNP. John Vic Remulla, nung una sinabi may mali sa proseso pero ngayon magpapasailalim na daw sila kung ano ang direktiba ng DOJ. Okay? It was announced that a manhunt is being launched against Senator Bato. And we're talking about a sitting senator, ha? We are talking about a senator that was voted by millions of Filipino. No local warrant of arrest. At yung kung ano man yung justification nila that an international warrant is applicable here in the Philippines is so thin. Napakaliit ng pinangahawakan nilang justification dito. Okay? What they argue is that dahil ito ay isang international warrant, kailangan natin tong i-carry out sa bansa natin dahil ang argument nila is hindi naman daw soberanya ang ina-assert ng ICC dahil ang ICC ay international court. Hindi naman daw ito korte ng isang bansa. Ito daw ay isang international court. So it is not about other country imposing sovereignty against the Philippines. Yun yung argumento ng mga naniniwala that the ICC warrant can be applied here in the Philippines, which is so fucking wrong. And mga estudyante, makinig kayong mabuti. Bakit mali? When we fight for our sovereignty, ang consideration lang natin ay iisa. Ang consideration natin dito ay soberanya natin. It doesn't matter if it is a sovereignty, it doesn't matter if it is a foreign court and an international court, it doesn't matter. Dahil wala tayong pakialam sa soberanya ng ibang bansa, wala tayong pakialam doon sa international court na hindi naman na tayo member. Ang pakialam natin, sarili nating soberanya. So for those stupid people who would argue na hindi naman nag-i-impose ng soberanya yung ibang bansa sa Pilipinas kasi international court ito eh. International court ito. Hindi naman ito state. Hindi naman nag-a-assert ang isang state ng sovereignty sa Philippines, international court naman. But still, it is our judicial system that is being put into question here. Diba? Sabi ni Sir, bakit inalaw ng SC? The SC has not yet decided doon sa sovereignty issue, sa jurisdiction issue. Wala pa pong desisyon ng Supreme Court tungkol dyan. But if you're going to ask me why the protective order was not issued, that is also my question. I am disappointed that the Supreme Court did not issue a protective order on Bato. So that is why now we have a very fucked up situation. All government resources is directed towards catching Bato. PNP. Sa mga panahon ng sakuna, sa panahon ng mga matitinding sakuna dito sa bansa natin, nagkaroon ba ng ganyang call? All government resources, all policemen, law enforcement are going to be used to help the Filipino people. Nagkaroon na ba ng ganyang call ang BBM administration? Never. But to catch Bato on the strength of a foreign warrant, go na go ang gobyerno nyo. That is the kind of government that you have right now. Bakit inalaw ng SC? Yun nga, no, so na-answer ko na yan, hindi naman inalaw ng SC, wala pa namang direct ruling ang SC about it. But the SC did not issue a protective order on Bato. If you're going to ask me, it's really frustrating. It's really very frustrating. It's like they decide the life of people in the Philippines and do what they want. Dali lang nila magdampot if you validate na okay lang sila mahuli since it's international warrant at we're national. Correct. And ito ito yung paulit-ulit kong sinasabi kung bakit hindi ko malunok yung ganong even the lawyers who would argue that valid yung ICC warrant dito sa Pilipinas. Because if you're going to give effect to that kind of paniniwala, okay? Ang state policy natin, ang sabi ganito, if we are going to interpret or give value sa kahit anong international obligations natin, sa kahit anong international relations natin, the state policy is that these should be understood in such a way that the paramount consideration is your national sovereignty. While it is the president is going to make a decision, while it is true that it is the president who is the architect of our international foreign relations, foreign policies, lahat ng gagawin ng presidente, it should be the national sovereignty ang kanilang magiging pangunahing consideration. Pagka kunwari, ininterpret mo ang isang international warrant to be effective here in the Philippines, does that protect our sovereignty? Diba? Yung Brave 13, except kay Manang Aimee, kinasuhan na. Si Kong Miao i-expel. Si Kong Lian nanganganib. Si VM Harold, kinasuhan din. Inciting to sedition, were fucked. Uubusin nila lahat. Uubusin nila lahat. And I think, no, pagka naubusan tayo ng matapang, they would be able to do this without any pushback. Kung ano ang gusto nilang gawin, gagawin lang nila. Kung anong gusto nilang gawin sa bansang to, gagawin lang nila. And they know that they cannot get enough votes to impeach VP Inday Sara. And so they are now preparing for a no-election situation. Ang tanong ko dito, dun sa mga galit na galit sa mga Duterte, are you ready for a no-election scenario? Kasi, yung mga anti-Duterte, kayo bilang mga taong walang prinsipyo, you are enjoying the show. Okay lang sa inyo na arestuhin si Bato. Kasi hindi, may kasalanan naman siya, ganyan, yung mga ganong bullshit. O, may kasalanan pala siya, ba't niyo kasuhan dito sa sarili nating bansa? Why do you not want to do anything that will strengthen our local institutions? Why are you not helping us push back dito sa abusive government na ito? Because in your calculation, if the BBM admin would be able to take down the Dutertes, it will favor you. So yung mga Duterte, so mga anti-Duterte dyan, yung mga Duterte haters dyan, wala kayong prinsipyo. Anong gagawin ninyo pag nagkaroon ng no election? You're just going to ride the tide? Bakas kayo kay Marcos kasi bibigyan naman kayo ng share sa billions? Diba? Teka, hayayain natin si Alvin. I think may power tayo kung magkakaisa lang tayo at isang tabi muna natin kung anong kulay ang gusto natin. Sabi ni Daniel Animor. Correct. Huwag nilang antayin i-assassinate si BBM dahil yun na lang ang paraan para mapigilan ang show nila. Bakit si BBM? Tingin mo, hindi nila kayang gawin yan kay Inday Sara at kay Alan Peter Cayetano? Miss Joey, yung oral argument ng SC kumakalat sa SOC Media. Ay, magandang pakinggan yun, ano? Magandang pakinggan yun. Minsan nga i-ano ko yun, i-live stream ko, i-re-stream ko siya so that, everyone would be able to listen to it. Ayun. Mag-ano tayo, mag-restream party tayo. Noong ano na yon. Ang tanong, hanggang kailan may billions? Actually, ang chismis sa kaparangan is that wala na sila makurakot masyado. Well, at least hindi kasing dami nung nakukurakot nila before. May mga negosyo na ngayon na ginagawa. Sindikato style. Pansinin niyo mga lansangan ninyo, it's flooded with drugs. Pansinin niyo. Sabi ni Ses kay Jimmy Bondo, kaya daw hindi makasuhan dito dahil sabi daw ni Boying ay hindi daw dito kayang litisin ang mga case nila Bato. hindi nila kinakasuhan dito kasi wala silang, mataas yung evidential requirement dito. Hindi nila mapatunayan kasi wala man silang ebidensya. Grabe ang admin na to, garapalan ang moves. Ayan. Teka, magpaakyat na ako, ha? Ay, teka lang. Tapusin ko lang yung ano ko pala. Tapusin ko lang pala yung monologue ko. So, I would just like to, reiterate to everyone. Si Jinggoy Estrada, ito mga kwento-kwento lang naman sa kaparangan. Before the SONA, they're going to imprison Jinggoy Estrada. Yun ang yun daw ang gustong gawin ng BBM admin. Kita niyo naman kung sino-sino yung pinagkakasuhan ng BBM admin di ba? Jinggoy Estrada is going to be imprisoned. Cheese Escudero, binuhay yung Comelec case niya. Dismiss na yon, di ba? Dismiss na yon. Okay? Rodante Marcoleta, pinagkakakasuhan ngayon ng kung ano-ano. Okay? Bato is now on a manhunt. At dahil hindi nagkaroon ng TRO kay Bato, kasunod niyan si Senator Bongo. Actually, worried ako kay Senator Bongo. Kasi mahirapan silang hulihin si Bato Mahirapan silang hulihin si Bato. So, baka they might, ayan, hi Alvin! Andiyan na ba si Alvin? Ayan, invite natin. Ayun. Mahirapan silang hulihin si Bato. So, ngayon, mahirapan silang hulihin si Bato. Ayan, okay.
Hi, Joey.
Hello. Ayan, teka, palaki
How
ko
are you?
Palaki ko yung...
Medyo na late. Pasensya na.
Okay lang. Paano nga ito? Paano ito napapalaki?
Ayan.
Settings.
Sa mga nanonood dito sa live ni Madam Joey Cruz.
Madam talaga. Ayan. Teka, figure out ko kung paano ito mapapaano. Ito. Ayan, okay. Ayan, tingnan natin. Ayan, okay, ayan. Para bongga, para malaki yung eksena natin. Teka, bakit kalahati ka lang? Teka.
Ay, salamat. Perfect siya. Perfect ngayon ang weather dito sa amin, Joey.
Ay, talaga ba? Hindi na sobrang lamig?
Hindi na, mainit na siya. Kaya dito muna ako sa balcony mag-upo.
Ay, kaya nag-bloom na yung mga flowers sa garden.
Correct.
Oo. Ayan.
Wait lang.
Sige lang, Alvin. Tapusin ko lang, Alvin, yung monologue ko. So, ngayon, kinakasuhan na kinakasuhan na ngayon yung mga, Marcoleta is being charged of several cases. May plunder case daw na niluluto sa kanya. Naibalita na to, no? Bato, manhunt, Bongo, I'm very sure they're going to run after Bato. Run after Bongo. Dahil hindi nila makukuha si Bato ng madalian. And I don't think they can catch Bato, to be honest. I don't think they can catch Bato. So they're going to get, si Senator Bongo ang kukunin nila na hindi inaasahan. Alam mo, very, very likely yan very, very likely ang scenario na yan. Kaya ako nag-worry ako for Senator Bato. Kasi dahil ang atensyon na kay Bongo, baka isipin nila na, hindi, relax si Bongo. Mas madaling hulihin to. So si Bongo na lang muna. Ganyan. And they will try to make Bato feel guilty about it. Diba? Kasi dapat si Bato yan kaso nahirapan sila kay Bato kaya si Bongo ang hinuli. Ganyan. Yung mga ganong etsyos. Worried ako for Senator Bato, so I hope he takes care also. Robin Padilla is now being considered as person of interest for whatever reason. Kasi nga, parang sinasabi nila, tinulungan daw ni Senator Robin Padilla na umalis sa Senado si Senator Bato. I mean, bakit hindi siya aalis? Free man naman siya. He's a free man. He's being manhunted by a state-sanctioned kidnappers na nag-i-insist na valid ang international warrant of arrest. 'Di ba? Ayan. So, the Villars are expected to get more cases filed up against them. Marami ng panggigipin silang naranasan mula dito sa gobyernong ito, and I think they're going to add more. Alan Peter Cayetano is not approved by Malacanang to be the Senate President. And he is probably the only Senate President na hindi inapprove ng Malacanang. Kumbaga ito talagang independent action ito ng Senado na si Alan Peter Cayetano ang Senate President. Ang worry ko kay Senator Alan, no? Sa totoo lang, Alvin, feeling ko sobrang annoyed sila sa balls ni Alan Peter Cayetano. Baka tegihin yan.
Wow. Do you want me to spill more tea sa statement mo na yan?
Meron ka bang kwento dyan mula sa... Meron ka bang mga narinig dyan ng mga tutubing kalabaw na madadaldal? Ayan.
Pasensya na, hindi na ako masyado naka-live actually for a couple of days kasi nga parang
Napapagaling si Alvin. Ayan, masama
under maintenance yung katawang lupa ko. But so basically my life revolves around watering the plants, reading more news, and then apparently may mga impormasyon tayong siguro sa paglalakad-lakad ko dito, nahanap ko, may mga kapitbahay, ganito ganyan, sabi nila, because of Senator Alan Peter Cayetano's really independent and very vocal stance about, sabi nga niya, di ba, the Senate holds the line. Parang yun na yung nagwe-weigh in ba sa lahat na nangyari sa bansa natin. And they're basically guarding what seemed to be the inevitable. Na parang nafe-feel ko lang personal conviction ko, this is going to be another martial law scenario.
Mm-mm.
But I think most likely, Joey, the only way to get rid of individual is to really get rid of these individuals. Yun nga.
In the case of Cayetano, no? Kasi talaga anti-Marcos talaga, hindi yung nagbago ng standing.
Hindi talaga. And basically, they will resort to the sinister way of doing things. And that to me is very alarming. Kasi, again, eventually, palagi kong sinasabi in all of the things na kung magawa nila yan sa sitting senator, kung nagawa nila yan sa former head of state na napaka-loved and adored by millions of Filipinos who actually changed the perspective of Filipinos, they can do literally anything and everything to a single private citizen. Kaya kung napapansin mo rin, Joey, there are already efforts to also or of filing a resolution in aid of legislation to investigate kuno yung mga fake news peddling, extortion activities, or this and that of certain individuals. Basically, that's a message targeting to all critics, no? Like you, like me, and everybody else labeled by this government. Na we are going after you guys. Kung pasok namin sa banga si Franco, most likely lahat kayo mapapasok sa banga. Lalong-lalo na kung if there are efforts in the side of these individuals to literally show the list of supposed individuals na nasa listahan ng hush money chuchu nila. But I agree with you. There's really a strong message sent out there in the open, Joey, that sinister things will be done to individuals na talagang balakid sa plano nila. Because I heard din na there's really a strong effort to push towards the term extension up to 2031. Sabi nga nila, rumors lang
Ito
daw.
talaga yung ano and this is the talks no na talagang Lito Banayo spoke about it already in detail. Doon sa the spokes show ni Attorney Trixie sa Bilyonaryo. He was interviewed at nagsabi na siya noon. And Senator Amy also spoke about it na meron talagang conversation about the term extension. At yun, ito daw ang inilalako para doon sa minority senators. That there's going to be an extension ng equivalent to 1 term doon sa mga congressman at yung mga senador hindi mapapalitan.
And mind you, Joey, what's keeping them from pushing through that? It's basically the majority bloc in the Senate. Yun lang. Because they already have the lower, they already have the lower house. No, there's no question about that. Look at the impeachment against Vice President Sara Duterte. Kahit ano pang sabihin mo, let's face it, it's politics, it's a numbers game. Even if we are so emotional or if we're going to attach emotion dito sa situation na ito, it's still going to be the numbers game. That's the determining criterion. That's why they really need to make sure that Bato is surrendered, Bongo will be surrendered, and all of the co-perpetrators listed in the case before the International Criminal Court. So, tingnan nyo, ginagawa nila kay Senator Marcoleta.
Yeah.
A plunder case filed against him. Indeed, earlier, sinabi mo din na awakened yung kaso ni Senator Chis Escudero. Oh. At saka, they're also looking into alleged conflict of interest situation kay Camille Villar.
Yeah.
Diba? So, there are more things, iniisa-isa nila. But, kaya nga, I really want to commend all of the 13 senators na hindi talaga sila natinag. Sa totoo lang.
May kasi parang, I know a lot of people understand na, ang brave nitong mga senador na to, ang tapang ng ginawa nila or whatsoever. But I would just like to emphasize the risk that they are taking here. Okay?
Correct.
By the way, ito pala yung narinig ko. Di ba hindi nila makasukasuhan si Amy Marcos? Siyempre, hindi kaya ni Bongbong yan. Kasi ate pa rin niya yan, ganyan. Kaya nga itong si Amy, putak ng putak everywhere she goes di ba? Kasi alam niya, hindi siya gagalawin ng kapatid niya. Ang narinig ko mula sa kaparangan is that they're going to create a scandal kay Amy. Tapos parang palalabasin nila na luka-luka or something like that na parang at certain point in the past parang naloka daw siya or kaya parang iba-iba yung sinasabi, yung mga ganyan. So ito daw ang advice ng mga mga foreign o malalahokan. Ganyan. Ito raw ang advice sa Malacanang na dahil hindi mo makontrol ang ate mo, kung ano-ano ang pinagpupuputak, kung ano-ano ang sinasabi, hindi mo naman siya makasuhan, gawa na lang natin ng eskandalo. Ayan. So they are preparing a scandal daw against Amy Marcos.
But
At kung
Joey,
saan palalabasin daw nila na baliw si Amy.
But Joey, what can they do against an Amy Marcos? Ginawa niya ang the most scandalous thing a person could ever do. Go against your family.
Correct.
Literally. So what more scandalous than that? So I think they're just really trying to find a nerve where Amy will definitely be silenced, but there's nothing that can silence her because ginawa na niya ang the most scandalous thing ever a politician would even imagine of doing. Kinalaban niya mismo ang buong pamilya niya. Sinabi na nga ni Chucky Claire Castro na 3 taon na pala hindi nag-uusap si BBM at kanyang ate. Diba? So, there's no point in belaboring such effort kasi nga, they cannot silence an Amy Marcos. Amy Marcos already did anyone's most feared act, literal, to go against a family. At parang magiging, ano yun? Ultimately banned sa pamilya because of what she did. But she did not flinch. Wala siyang pakialam. Because she said everything that she thinks is right for her to do at this point sa buhay niya. So, yun. I really hope that Senator Bato is in safe place. In a safe place. I hope that he will activate everything na natutunan niya all throughout his career as a general, as a, a person na talagang babad on the ground, fighting for the kalaban of the state and whatnot, because this is going to be his biggest battle. Ultimately,
Not only her kasi Amy is just one of the 13 eh. Yung sacrifices din ng ibang part nito sa 13. Alam kasi nila maaano sila eh. Alam kasi nila dito, kumbaga before they even solidified the majority, the Cayetano-led majority. Even before they did this, I'm pretty sure alam nila yung consequences. Alam nila kung paano sila hahabulin, alam nila kung paano sila pahihirapan, and things like that. And now it is becoming very, very apparent na si Jinggoy nga the day na hindi siya nag-flip, 'di ba?
Minutes after
na hindi siya nag-flip, kinasuhan siya agad. And rumor has it that nung Sunday ng gabi na tinatawagan daw siya, binaba ng telepono ni Jinggoy. Doesn't want to talk anymore. Kaya kinabukasan, the moment na hindi siya nag-flip at nag-move on na yung yung Senate plenary into convening yung impeachment court, di ka nag-flip boom. Merong emergency press conference ang ombudsman saying na they're implicating Jinggoy Estrada in a flood control scandal. Diba?
You notice how they play it in the media. Nung nangyari yon, it was all in the headlines, lahat na para bang, okay, this is the end of the road. But that's only a sort of press conference na ito yung gagawin sa'yo. But the battle there is going to take a long time, no? Hindi pa yan ang ending. Simula pa lang yun. But are they most certain that they're going to win this battle? Yun yung iniisip ko ba? Sabi ko, okay. Kaya dyan ako nabilib sa mga senator na yan, Joey, kasi they did not flinch. They already expected what seemed to be forthcoming. Na, okay, mangyayari na yan. So, ito talaga, nanindigan sila. That's why they are going to, again, find that particular place na hindi sila makaka-react na yung mga senators. I really hope that they're going to fight back. And again, I would like to say to Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano, that he needs to double his security, and I think all senators needs to do that.
Oo. Pero kasi si Alan Peter, dito natatawa nga ako, Alvin, dun sa mga pink kasi na-interview ni Jessica Soho si Senator Bato nung nagpakita siya sa Senate. And then Senator Bato shared na ang tumawag daw sa kanya si Alan Peter Cayetano na kailangan nga daw niyang magpakita para bumoto sa plenary, ganyan. And then the Duterte haters, the diehard Duterte haters, sabi nila, booking, kasi si Alan Peter Cayetano pala, ganyan. Parang, anong booking dun? I mean, why are you making a big deal out of it? Ito yung problem dun sa mga tao na hindi naiintindihan yung sitwasyon ngayon, na every time na meron silang makikitang information, ang default nila is yung malicious understanding. Yung malicious understanding doon sa doon sa sitwasyon. Yung interpretation, ito nga nag-react ka dito 'di ba?
Yes, nag-react ako kay Ses actually.
Kay Ses, tsaka kay Vice Ganda, 'di ba?
Oo, nag-react ako kay Ses, kay Vice Ganda. Actually, gusto ko din mag-react kay Jessica Soho because, I don't like the manner that this supposed expert or parang nilolod na individuals sa kanilang industry ba. So, Jessica Soho is asking question kay Senator Bato as if si Senator Bato ay parang, ang mukha ni Senator Bato ba? Are you really asking me this question? Na parang kung sa Bisaya pa, Joey, ang sagot, ang tawag namin dyan, nakaminos ka sa akin. Parang, minamaliit mo ba ako? Na ganyan lang yung interpretasyon mo sa sinabi ko pala? Na when in fact, The question is not whether or not I would want to go to The Hague, no, para magpakulong. The question there, nililihis kasi ang discussion, Joey, yan yung nakikita ko. Nililihis ang discussion na whether or not there's a warrant of arrest issued already November 2025. Dapat ngayon, naging unsealed because of a scenario na a certain senator is waiting, ganito, i-serve ko na ang warrant of arrest ni Senator Bato, huhulihin ko na siya ngayon, ganito, ganyan, inside the premises of the Senate. Now, in interview ni Jessica Soho, si Senator Bato, na, di ba gusto mo magpakulong, gusto mo makasama si PRRD? Well, I expressed that before, but this time, you did not even allow, again, Rule 59, to undergo a certain process or to go through the process kasi gusto nyo no agad ako i-kidnap literal at ipadala sa The Hague. Imagine, the reasoning of Bongbong Marcos before nung naipadala na si PRRD sa The Hague is because of their cooperation sa supposed red notice from Interpol. This time, there's no red notice. This is basically a collaborative effort, coordination. By this time, hindi natin alam sinong agency. Kasi if you heard the interview of Karen Davila doon sa spokesperson ng DOJ, they cannot categorically say na this is a marching order from our head of the executive, the president. Hindi niya din masabi, DOJ.
Actually, sa totoo lang, which is something that we should emphasize, no?
Exactly.
Which is something that we should emphasize. Kanino nang gagaling to lahat ng kaputahan na to? Sanctioned ni Bongbong Marcos.
Nobody is saying that it is him. Ang sinasabi lang, I cannot categorically, we cannot say no kasi malami namang actors. No, you cannot say that somebody must be pulling the strings. Who is that? Who is that person? Nobody's murmuring about that.
That's very, very important, Alvin. Thank you for pointing that out. Kasi ang tawag dito, parang nangyayari, lahat ng kababuyan, ginagawa ng galamay ni Bongbong, pero walang nag-i-impute sa kanya.
Correct.
Sinishield siya, di ba?
Because I feel the moment that particular person, Attorney Martinez, I think is his name, the moment he says categorically that it's the executive, it's the president's order, then accountability is established there. Oh, exactly. Tayo na yung putang ina ka. Diba? You cannot even say, admit or deny kasi meron. Nagsabi na, kaya he was very careful. Kasi ginikisa siya ni Karen Davila doon.
And our mainstream media, our so-called journalists are not asking this very, very important questions. Actually, the mainstream media already failed the Filipino people, no?
I feel that. I really feel that.
Yes, oo. And they were exposed. They were exposed during the time na nagkaroon ng habulan kay Bato noong May 11 and during the barilan sa Senate noong May 13. Diba, they weren't asking real questions like, for example, is Aplaska in the position to fire a warning shot?
Nabububuhan ako sa kanila actually, Joe.
Walang nagtatanong ng ganyan. Walang nagtatanong ng ganyan na what were the circumstances that prompted Aplaska to fire a warning shot? Diba? They're not telling that story. Ito namang si Mel Chanco. Diba? Na kung yun nga, minemenos niya. Nung tinanong niya si Aplaska, minemenos niya si Aplaska. Parang antimano si Aplaska yung may kasalanan eh. Diba? But when it comes to the kababuyan of the NBI and other government agencies, bigla nilang maaalala yung presumption of regularity. Why? Is Aplaska not a government official? Aplaska is a government employee, no? Is a government official. Siya ang sergeant at arms ng Senate. Kagaya ng NBI, he must also enjoy presumption of regularity. Ang trabaho niya, ipagtanggol ang peace and order at protektahan ang Senate as an institution. Why are people assuming that Aplaska is doing something wrong, di ba?
Correct. And also, Joey, let me point out, this actually highlights what the Great Leak when you already pointed out before in an interview, I think addressing the crowd in the international of the international community. Sabi niya, it's just very sad that the media of the Philippines are actually partisan to the politics happening in the country.
Yes.
Which is
oo.
detrimental to the supposed progress na natatamasa ng bansa natin.
Oo.
Nakita yan doon sa May 11 and thereafter succeeding days ng occurrences ng series of interviews or whatnot, because the media is basically asking the wrong question. Even during doon sa interview ni Ces Drilon kay Attorney Bondok, sinasabi niya, diba this particular statement, sabi, natawa na lang talaga ako, pero gusto ko talagang mainis sa kanya, pero natawa na lang ako because this individual is supposed to be brilliant sa kanyang field. Sinabi niya, diba, the NBI should have served the warrant of arrest. Pero Bato was running. Di ba nga, he even tripped while he was running. Sabi ni Bondok,
And tawag dito, Bato said na ni-wrestling siya ng mga NBI agents. Yun yung
But the
sinabi
point-
ni Bato. Na, yun yung in-overcome ni Bato. Kaya tumakbo si Bato kasi ni-wrestling siya ng mga NBI agent. They were trying to capture him.
Yes.
Pumalag si Bato kasi hindi naman siya pinakitaan ng warrant of arrest.
But
But
the
they were
point,
not
Joey,
talking about it, Kasi parang for them, hindi, sinabi lang yan ni Bato Then equally, why are we going to believe NBI?
But the point, exactly, but the point, Joey, is this. Sinabi ni Ces Drilon, hindi, the NBI is about to serve the warrant of arrest kay Bato, but they were not in the possession of that particular warrant of arrest nga, kasi si Trillanes nga. Si Trillanes nga ang may hawak, so wala silang. So that's already a fact na misplaced doon mismo. Kay Ces Drilon, hindi niya natahi doon ang supposed script ko. Meron man silang binabasa. Kasi dapat you need to be very careful. If you're a journalist, you are carrying very important information, and everything that comes out from the mouth of the person you're interviewing will be used as news. Pero ikaw, you laid a very wrong premise na hindi, ang NBI mag-serve sana ng warrant. Wala nga silang hawak na warrant of arrest. Paano sila mag-serve? Di ba?
Well, unang-una, wala silang hawak na local warrant of arrest. Ang hawak nila,
Another point.
ICC warrant. At ang may hawak ng ICC warrant is Trillanes. And the
Exactly.
reason why Trillanes was there is because of ego. Dahil daw hinamon daw siya ni Bato noong unang panahon. So that's why he was there. So you see how funny the situation is, na parang putang ina, ganyan lang pala Ego lang pala ang pundasyon dito So para ma-assert ni Trillanes yung ego niya, you are going to allow him to interfere in this very, very critical process of arresting someone?
Yeah,
Anong klaseng proseso meron tayo?
Yes,
Diba?
totoo.
And lawyers like Jesus Falsis are even glorifying it. Kasi sinabi ni Bato dati, kaya pag isa-serve daw yung warrant, nandun siya. Kaya nandun si Trillanes. If you are a serious law enforcement agency, why would you even allow such kind of mockery to happen?
Exactly.
Diba?
And